The issue begins with Alex sitting alone in his near-empty apartment, leaving a heartfelt voicemail for Polaris. He acknowledges the distance between them but still feels the need to say his piece, admitting that he only joined X Factor to feel like he belonged. As he reflects on his losses, his family, Krakoa, and Polaris, his emotions weigh heavily on him. He realizes that in the end, the only thing that truly matters is the people who stay by our side. With a final, bittersweet pause, he says goodbye, uncertain if she'll ever listen. Frenzy shows up at Alex's door, catching him in the middle of his self-pity. She immediately calls him out, making sure he's not just sitting around feeling sorry for himself. Alex, still weighed down by regret, reflects on how he lost everything: Polaris, X Factor, and even his sense of purpose. Frenzy, unfazed by his brooding, reminds him that the mutant underground needs help and asks if he has anything better to do. With little left to hold on to, Alex seems ready to follow her lead. The scene transitions to X Factor and the X-Men facing off over Professor Xavier's fate. X Factor, acting on behalf of the government, insists they've been ordered to bring Xavier in, while the X-Men refuse to hand him over, knowing he'd be sent to a prison that despises mutants. Magic tries to reason with Archangel, arguing that they all want the same thing: to protect Xavier. But Archangel coldly disagrees, implying that their intentions are fundamentally different. The standoff feels like it's about to escalate, with neither side willing to back down. The weight of history and differing loyalties is pushing former allies closer to a fight. Beast, still trying to mediate, questions Archangel about his miraculous recovery, but there's no time for discussion as things escalate. Juggernaut charges at Archangel after he demands the X-Men hand over Charles. Although Juggernaut misses Archangel, he brutally crushes Cyber into the ground. The battle spirals further out of control as Juggernaut grabs Archangel mid-flight and slams him into the ground with a thunderous impact. Beast desperately tries to de-escalate the chaos, but his pleas for peace go unheard. Meanwhile, Pyro, furious over the attack on their leader, prepares to unleash his flames in retaliation. But Temper steps in and cools Pyro down, literally dousing his fire. Beast tries to analyze the situation, questioning the abilities of those around him in an attempt to neutralize threats without violence. Granny Smith, an immortal mutant, casually confirms her only power is that she can't die, making her a non-issue in the fight. Cyber jokes about his electromagnetic pulse powers, which would have been useless against Beast except for wiping his phone's data.